This is Kevin Mayo, and today we're drinking Baxter Brewing on the count of 3. This is out of Lewiston, Maine. I was in my local beer store the other day, and there was a nice young lady there who was one of their representatives. Come to find out, she's from my wife's hometown, so we had to try it. She let me try one of their IPAs, and took a nice sip of it, handed it back to her, and says, "It's too cold." She had it on ice. And she goes, "Everybody comes in and tells me it's never cold enough." She goes, "You know what you're doing." So with her advice, we're going to go ahead and review this one. This is an Imperial Hefeweizen, a limited release in celebration of our 3rd anniversary. They do have a little note on here that there is yeast in the can. You should gently roll it to distribute the yeast before you pour it. I've done that. I'm also going to read a little bit more of what else is on the can, because there's absolutely nothing on their website about this beer. A Weiss beer with an American twist. On the count of 3 commemorates Baxter's 3rd anniversary by combining the old and the new, using traditional German yeast to ferment an uncommonly big but smooth wheat beer, and then adding generous doses of West Coast hop varieties. We celebrate our past and anticipate the bright future. Don't know what the ABV is on this. Oh, wait a minute. I found it. 7%. Let's go ahead and give it a crack. I do have a Heffy glass, so we'll go ahead and use that. As always, if you like the reviews, please subscribe. We're always looking for new friends. And go ahead and leave comments. It looks, I mean, just pouring it, you know, because I got the light right on it. But it definitely looks like a Heffy. And the fact that it's cloudy, so it's canned condition, which I don't know if I've ever said that before, canned condition. Huge, massive head blowing up on this. A fair amount of carbonation. The head is probably just off white. It's very hazy and very sunshiny yellow. And again, quite a bit of carbonation pulling up off of that. And just massive banana. A little bit of coriander. A little bit of candy, you know, like cotton candy. Just a very traditional Hefeweizen. I am not sure where they got their yeast from, but this is the real yeast. Yeah, I said cotton candy or bubble gum. Let's go ahead and give it a taste. First off, you do get a little bit of the alcohol taste. It's not objectionable. I'm not complaining about it. It's just not something that you normally get in a Heffa. And you just get that cotton candy, sweetness, banana right up front. You get a hint of bitterness at the back end. I'm trying to think. You almost get a little bit of resin. Believe it or not, once you get by the blast of the first time of the sweetness from the yeast, the banana, you get a little bit of grapefruit in there. I mean, it's not an odd combination. It's just a combination I would have never thought of. We got some really great brewers out there doing some really good stuff. And they're just, you know, it's like Frankenbeer. Put a little of this in, a little of that in. I'm digging this, really. I mean, it's sweet and sour. And not sour like a sour beer, but, you know. So you get like again, the banana, the coriander at the beginning. Then you get a little bit of grapefruit. Maybe a little bit, I didn't really taste it, but I'm getting resin. And then I get a little bit of bitter on the back end. Yeah. I don't know if I want to drink this every day. but it's definitely a nice change of pace. And other than the fact that you'd be looped on a couple of these, you know, 7%, and they're all 1 pint cans, this would be a great summer beer. It really would. Yeah, if I really, really, really listen to my tongue, there is definitely a hint of grass in there too. So they pretty much nailed it in their description, an Imperial Hefeweizen. We're going to go ahead and give this a solid 79 out of 100. Very drinkable. It's unique. You're going to like it or you're going to hate it. It's not for everybody. But, till next time, keep drinking.